Hundreds gathered at the Cathedral of St Mary the Crowned Tuesday afternoon for the funeral of the former government minister, trade unionist and headmaster Dr Bernard Linares. The service was attended by a cross-section of the community that included the Chief Minister and the Governor, Sir James Dutton. The Cathedral of St Mary the Crowned was filled to capacity. Dr Bernard Linares, undoubtedly a proud Gibraltarian who had touched all sectors of the community, and they had all come together today to pay their respects. As we heard from readings and speeches during the service, this was a man who fought for what he felt was right, loved life, loved his family, and encouraged and inspired many people.
Well, I think what you have seen in the cathedral today is representative of the reach of Bernard Linares. This is a man who has married us, baptized us, educated us, and then led us politically and in trade unionism. And therefore, the reach of his influence is across the community, across all classes, across all ethnic boundaries. And the love of the community for Bernard Linares has been represented here today, particularly by those who opposed him but continued to think him a great man.
There was a lot of moving words said about Bernard. I thought that his son John brought a tear to my eye, some of the things that he said. He was a man of real, deep conviction that managed to sort of combine his priestly ministry, even though he'd left the priesthood, but he continued with almost as if he continued to be a priest, and with all the rest, including politics. And I was really moved, and I thought it was a wonderful service.
Bernard touched so many thousands and thousands of people over the years that he served Gibraltar in 4 different careers, always picking activities and work that served others, that developed Gibraltar, that enhanced our collective journey as a people towards the standard of living that we all enjoy today and in a sense take for granted. But it was the work of people like Bernard back in the 1960s that made it possible for us to have today what we have.
I think it was right that there was joy, there was thanksgiving for what he had contributed to Gibraltar. I must say that my overwhelming feeling was not sadness. It's another thing to say after a funeral ceremony. It really was thanks and gratitude for having known Bernard, for having known that he played such a vital part in shaping our values and our community, and we are all the richer for it.
Bernard and I go back a long way. I remember helping him out with the May Day rallies which he used to organise. Then, of course, he was the priest that married Sylvia and me. A colleague, of course, he was my headmaster at Bayside when I was one of the deputies there, and always trying to, as I say, bring these convictions to live them, really, to life. Of course, then in politics as well. He's one of my colleagues in Parliament with the Caruana government, and I learned a lot from this man, as indeed many other people in Gibraltar have.
My memories of Bernard are from when I was a student teacher at Bayside. I spent 2 terms there, and he took me under his wing. He looked after me. He was inspirational, as he was to his fellow colleagues and all the students there.
I was extremely proud as head teacher at Bayside, first of all to be given the honour of doing the reading, but secondly, and more importantly, to have the Bayside choir singing at Dr Linares' funeral. He was very proud of Bayside. He always loved Bayside. And I'm extremely proud now to be the head teacher at Bayside, and I'm doing all I can really to honour his legacy in the work that I do at Bayside, surrounded by a very good staff, of course.
Well, the fact that so many people turned up today is a testament to the many lives he touched, whether as a trade unionist, as a priest, former headmaster and government minister, or even just as a friend. Today was an opportunity for those who knew him closely and those who simply knew him to say goodbye to Bernard one last time. A new law to regulate allied health practitioners has been announced. The new law will regulate the practitioners by laying down entry qualifications for them, establishing their rules of practice and protecting their titles. This was revealed by Health Minister Dr John Cortes at the O'Callaghan Elliott Hotel, where a memorandum of understanding was signed by the chairman of the Gibraltar Medical Registration Board, Dr Vijay Kumar, and representatives of visiting UK regulators. Allied health practitioners are healthcare professionals who belong to one of 23 professions that used to be known by the old name of professions supplementary to medicine. The new law will make it mandatory for any practitioner in the 23 listed professions to register with the Medical Registration Board prior to engaging in any practice of his or her profession. Practice in Gibraltar without appropriate registration will be a legal offence. The law will require that in order to register with the Gibraltar Board, all allied health practitioners should already be registered with the respective UK regulator and that such registration should be current and valid at all times. At the launch event at the O'Callaghan Elliott Hotel, those in attendance heard from visiting UK regulators who were here for the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding.
Well, we're very fortunate to have with us in Gibraltar senior representatives of the Osteopathic Council, the Chiropractic Council, and also the Health and Care Professions Council, who are signing a Memorandum of Understanding with the Medical Registration Board, because this is not a GHA initiative, it's a registration board matter. And it's a Memorandum of Understanding accepting and recognising each other's contribution to the regulation of these professions in Gibraltar. And we are very fortunate also to have a representative of most of these professions present here. There'll be a number of talks and presentations so that we all understand what we're achieving here, and then there will be a signing of these Memoranda of Understanding. So I think it's a hugely significant day for these professions, which will now be regulated and which the professionals themselves very much welcome. And it's also a great day for the delivery and standards and governance of healthcare in Gibraltar.
Practitioners will also be required to comply with the UK regulators' guidance on ethical practice, professional development and other areas. The government is paying tribute to Gibraltar's art doyen. A retrospective exhibition on Mario Finlinson is on display at the Gustavo Bacarices Gallery. Celebrating the life and work of the prolific artist, it features a selection of his works from the 1940s to present day. The exhibition is open until the 31st of January.
It was an emotional affair, with Mario and his family visibly moved at the launch. The retrospective exhibition aims to celebrate his artistic achievements over the decades, with his talent and mastery now on show for all to see. Soon to be 88, the artist has had a fulfilling career, influencing many along the way.
Well, it's amazing, really. It's such a fantastic job. The only complaint is that I have more, and I could have had another show as well, because I've got so much work. But it's fantastic the way they've done it, and the way that the whole thing has been arranged, and all my notes, my books, and my drawings, and it's incredible.
And it was a night of surprises. The announcement of the new National Gallery to be named after Mario Finlinson was certainly the highlight, with a musical treat, courtesy of singer Andrea Simpson, also on offer. Gibraltar's art doyen has been advocating a national gallery for many years and is over the moon that this will now be a reality.
Well, you know, I've been fighting for this thing all my life. I've discussed with Hassan, Joshua Hassan, discussed with all the ministers who've been ministered for art and for everything. And I'm shocked, because I said, I haven't done anything, you know. When you're doing something which is part of you, it's not work, it's not pleasure, it's just a continuation of yourself through painting. And when this happens, it's like, I don't know, I cannot explain the sensation, because I still don't believe it. I mean, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. It's something which is a great honor, but I'm just a very ordinary guy. I'm not the best, I'm not the worst. But I just paint for myself and for anyone who likes my work. But I'm not there for the money. I'm there for my reason to exist. And I suppose it's to leave behind something of yourself that will be forever there.
Organised by the Cultural Services, the experience has proved to be a pleasure for those involved.
This is a testament to his life, to everything that he's done and the influence that he's had. He was a teacher, he was a fireman, he's done so many things for us, for our community. And in everything that he's done for art as well. We've got artworks dating back to 1945 and ranging to 2014, and work that he's still doing to promote art using his iPad. So it's a lot of digital work, and it's great what we have been able to achieve in this exhibition.
It was a well-attended event, with many paying tribute to Mario and the impact he's had on the community.
I've got it very simply put. I think he's the father of all existing local artists. He inspired all of us, and in my case, tremendously.
I think he's a great artist, and he's had a big influence on all artists in Gibraltar. And basically, I think he's paved the way for all of us, really. He's been consistent. He's carried on developing throughout his whole career, and he's still painting now at his age, which is magnificent.
He's someone that doesn't matter what generation you ask, and they've influenced one way or another, whether it is a person who adores art, who follows art, or just merely an artist themselves. And I think that you can see one key word that I would relate with this actual exhibition is versatility. Versatile. He's done, prints, he's done acrylics, he's done oils, and not only that, in the subject matter. We all think of Mario the rooftop man, but far from it. He's got figures, he's got landscapes, he's got a bit of everything. So, I want to congratulate him personally, and I think he's a joy of a person to talk to and a fantastic ambassador of Gibraltar.
Set at the Gustavo Vacarisas Gallery, the exhibition shows off Mario's artistic journey, from his earlier works to some of his latest creations. The artist continues to have a lasting impression on the community, with his work providing a visual representation of Gibraltar past and present. And with a new National Gallery bearing his name expected to be opening in the spring, Mario's influence and future legacy is sure to continue for years to come.
100 years of life's experiences, the good times, the bad, and all the wisdom and knowledge gained. Gibraltar's newest centenarian is Ana Pires, known as Tita Ana. On Tuesday, she celebrated her 100th birthday surrounded by her family.
Mi familia es muy buena, mi sobrina, mi sobrino, todos son mi familia, tengo una familia muy buena. Me quieren mucho, me miran muy bien, como si yo fuera, yo la hasta Dios mi sobrina es muy buena, y ellos, el marido, ahora que pasa mucho hambre en España, le pasa mucha miseria, eso sí. Pero una vez que yo llegué aquí, vine a Gibraltar, para mí Gibraltar es lo más grande que hay.
¿Y cómo se siente hoy aquí celebrando rodeada de la familia?
Yo no quería, pero esta gente, vamos que sí, yo no quería, Pati, yo no quería. Que tú cumples 100 años, bueno, pues ya está, podría ir, pero yo estoy contenta porque estoy en mi pueblo, estoy en mi pueblo.
And that's all for News Review. For more, you can head over to our website, gbc.gi/news. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook as well. Thank you very much for watching. From the team, good night.